I'm going to pair 7 therapeutic modalities to their ideal client because not every therapy works for every person. And sometimes when therapy isn't helping, it's not you. It might just be the wrong fit. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 popular therapy approaches and talk about who each one is best suited for, whether you're in therapy now or wondering if it's the right type or you're considering starting therapy for the first time. This will help you figure out what might actually work for you. Let's start with cognitive behavioral therapy. CBT is ideal for someone stuck in a loop of intrusive pessimistic thoughts. You know those thoughts that pop out of nowhere? I'm not good enough, this will never work, everyone probably thinks I'm a failure. You recognize they're probably irrational, but they still impact your mood, your confidence, and your behavior. CBT helps you challenge those patterns head on. It's great for someone who already has some motivation, they want to learn, they want to grow, and they're open to trying things in between sessions. And that's the key. CBT often includes worksheets, journals, thought records, behavioral experiments. So if you're willing to be actively involved and try practical tools outside the therapy room, CBT can be incredibly effective. It's not just talk therapy, it's here's the thought, here's the pattern, let's change how you respond to it. Next is acceptance and commitment therapy, also known as ACT. This one's for the high achievers, the people who hit every goal, check all the boxes, and still feel empty. It's like you're doing everything right, but something is still missing. ACT helps you shift from this constant doing to more intentional being. And it does that by focusing on values instead of just goals. A goal might be get promoted. A value might be, I want to live a life rooted in growth, integrity, and connection. See the difference? ACT is also incredibly powerful for anxiety. Instead of constantly fighting anxious thoughts or trying to suppress them, ACT teaches you how to make space for discomfort and still move toward the life that you want. You learn to say, okay, anxiety, you can come with me, but you're not driving the car anymore. Now let's talk about EMDR. This is a go-to modality for trauma, but it's especially powerful for clients who know they've experienced trauma, yet the idea of talking about it out loud feels terrifying. What makes EMDR different is that you don't have to describe your trauma in detail. You can process it using bilateral stimulation like eye movements or tapping while holding the memory in mind. The brain does the heavy lifting in terms of integration and desensitization. For many people, EMDR is the first time they feel any sort of emotional release around something they've carried for years. It's intense, it's powerful, and it's gentle too, because you don't have to relive the trauma through words in the same way you might in traditional talk therapy. EFT, emotionally focused therapy, is for the intellectualizers. You know who you are, you can name your emotions, you can explain them, you can analyze them from every angle, but you're not feeling them. You're not accessing what's underneath. EFT brings you back into the emotional moment. It helps you feel safe enough to let your guard down and actually experience your feelings instead of just thinking about them. This is especially powerful for people who grew up in environments where emotions weren't safe or welcome. Maybe you learned to survive by staying in your head. EFT gently pulls you back into your body, into your relationships, into vulnerability. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but also it's deeply healing. Now let's move to person-centered therapy. This one is all about creating the right environment for growth. It's built on the idea that if you're given empathy, genuineness, and unconditional positive regard, you can find your own answers. So what does that look like in practice? A lot of open-ended questions, a lot of reflection, a lot of paraphrasing. It's not about fixing or solving. It's about giving you space to explore. Person-centered therapy is perfect for someone who's naturally reflective, someone who processes deeply, and especially someone who isn't feeling heard in their day-to-day life. In this space, you're not being interrupted, you're not being judged, you're being seen, you're being understood. And sometimes that's the most healing part. Finally having a space where you can just be, and that's enough. Psychodynamic therapy is for people who want to go deep. It's not just, how do I stop this anxiety? Or how do I communicate better? It's, where did this pattern start? Why do I keep choosing the same kinds of relationships? What in my past is still playing out in my present? This modality is all about insight. It's about understanding how your past, your unconscious, drives your attachment history, how all of that shapes who you are today. And with that insight, you can start making intentional, healthier choices. It's slower paced, it takes time, but for the right client, it can offer clarity that nothing else does. Finally, existential therapy. This is for the person who feels lost. They're asking questions like, what's the point of any of this? Or why do I feel stuck when everything looks fine on the outside? It's not necessarily depression, it's more like a crisis of meaning. Existential therapy helps you wrestle with big themes: freedom, responsibility, mortality, purpose. It helps you explore what it means to really live and make peace with the fact that you don't have all the answers. It doesn't give you a clear step-by-step solution, but it gives you space to find your own meaning and to build a life that feels authentic even if it's not perfect. So if you've been in therapy and thought, this just isn't working, maybe the issue wasn't therapy itself, it was the type of therapy. Finding the right modality is like finding the right pair of shoes. You could be walking in the right path, but if the fit is wrong, it's going to hurt. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and see you in the next one.